Hi, I'm Borkon. Glad to have you here. Welcome back. And I just turned this thing off. I've been AFK here for a little bit too long, so I'm pretty sure that the storage system will be overflowing. Unless something went bad with the farm, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, it is full. All the hoppers, probably up to the top, are full. It might have been a little bit of a mistake, but yeah, I'm gonna load up well, not all the shulker shells into shulker boxes because I actually don't have shulker boxes with me because I don't have chests, because I don't have wood on me. I'm gonna take some back to my base, and we're gonna be working in my base and around that area today. And we're gonna be working in my base today because I actually just realized, or not just realized, but a couple of weeks ago I realized when I made this, I just built this little tower of blocks just when I upgraded to 117, and I just like it. I realized that I have pretty much no decoration in this base, and this is, I don't know why I kind of ended up in a little bit of a routine of just, I need to make a farm or a machine or something in every episode. And I kind of like the way it looks with more stuff in it. I wanted a Spartan base, but let's just look at for example, here. This is a little bit too Spartan. This is just machinery, and yes, I have to remove a couple of blocks. It is the law now that I'm not gonna dismantle this whole thing in one go. I actually might have to at some point. But oh, we have a visitor. Are we gonna catch him? No, we didn't catch the visitor. But it was a zombified piglin, of course. There is something there. I don't dare to get close to that thing because that thing will definitely kill me. But yeah, so that's one of the decorations I have in my base. This is, oh, it wasn't rotten flesh. It was actually some gold. Yay. But I want to do some work on the base again because I haven't been here for a very long time. Mostly because before 117 I spent so much time in the redstone factory, and yes, I know the redstone factory is not finished either. I'm taking a short break from it. Like the 117 updates gave me some inspiration to or not inspiration, even motivation to kind of let that place go for a while because it was too much of an obsession. I want to work a little bit here. No special, magnificent, huge, or even small machine today. Just a lot of small things that need doing, that just have to be done in a world. Maybe don't have to be, but it would be nice to get them done. The first thing I want to build today is something just completely out of my comfort zone and just a spontaneous idea, but it requires materials that I don't have farms for because they're actually not farmable. But well, we need to go on a gathering mission, and it's well, not too far from here. Can I launch while looking into the camera? Will I fly into something? Well, I didn't, but we are going more or less in this direction, and now I actually have to look. We are going here. I want corals. Yes, I'm gonna be building a fish tank. I have no idea how to build a fish tank. I have never even tried that, but it shouldn't be too hard. I actually have those. Oh no, but all of mine are dried, and I don't want dried coral fans. I want wet ones, I guess. How do you break this? Oh, okay. Pickaxe. Why is that a pickaxe and not a hoe? I was thinking, I brought the hoe because I thought it would be a hoe. Why is this breakable with a pickaxe? Well, nobody knows, but that's the rules of the game, so let's just obey the rules of the game. And remember, kids, if you ever need building materials for your building projects in real life, just go to your nearest coral reef and destroy it. Don't do that. Seriously. The fact that Minecraft added coral reefs and encourage people to not farm them sustainably because it's impossible to make them sustainably farmed is a little bit insane. Because no, nobody is gonna get ideas from a video game. No, because that would be crazy. Don't destroy coral reefs because, well, we already ran out of coral reefs anyway. But yeah, maybe that's the idea in Minecraft, that they are not supposed to be sustainable, and once you destroy a coral reef, well, it's game over. Maybe that's the lesson we're being taught here. I don't know, but maybe that could actually make sense. That could actually be a good idea. But yeah, I need to destroy the coral reef here because I need a coral reef in my base. Of the evil things we do in Minecraft, this doesn't rank very high. It's still evil, but it's not as bad as certain other things that we do with villagers or piglins or stuff like that. So I'm guess I'm okay with this. And I just want to mention again that I think this island really looks awesome at night. With the shore being lit up by sea pickles all around, I think this is just looking completely awesome. And from above, and yes, I have turned off gamma override here. Oh yeah, the radioactive pull is pretty great. Yes, yes, yes. I'm really liking how this place is looking. But we're gonna be building a fish tank, and I have scratched my head a lot, and I think I'm gonna build it here because I want it on the bottom level. Maybe I should remove my corner of cozy books because, well, this was the corner I built when I messed up an episode and I had to talk very seriously. And, do I like it? Do I move it somewhere else, or do I just build a fish tank here and this thing will be dipping into the fish tank? That will probably kill the fish though. Maybe it's game over for this thing. No, I'm building a fish tank here. This thing has to go. That's the decision now. I'm gonna build the fish tank on this side because it makes much more sense in my head than try to squeeze it in with all the junk that I have over here. So, right here. And of course, it wouldn't be me if I didn't interrupt my building projects for some technical news. As many of you probably know, Sodium has finally had a release for 1.17, actually 1.17.1, and my frame rate is good. It's not perfect, it's kind of not superb in my base. It's finally here, it's finally working fine, most of the bugs are fixed, but I'm missing one feature from Sodium that Optifine has had. And no, it's not zoom, because I have a different mod for zooming. I'm using OK Zoomer now, but there are a few others. I used logical zoom in the past, and that worked fine too. It was actually probably better because like the camera felt a little bit smoother, although I don't know, maybe there was no difference, maybe this is all in my head. But zooming works fine, but there was another thing, and I was missing connected textures. But I have found a mod that works with Sodium. Actually, it doesn't work with Sodium because you also need the Indium mod, and you can connect your textures on your glass, and it, well, looks good-ish. I also had to find a resource pack for the connected textures for the glass, but that wasn't too hard. But the reason why I want this is because, yeah, this is just so much better. Unfortunately, I don't have a toggle for the connected textures here, so I can't show you how ugly it was without the connected textures. Yeah, the fish tank really, really has to have connected textures to look very good. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know what the plan here is. I have not tried this in creative. I'm just gonna wing it and hope for the best. It's a good start, I think, he says after putting down 2 stacks of glass blocks. I just put up scaffolding here and I realized I can climb on these things. Huh! That's very useful. Built-in scaffolding in the base. Anyway, I think at least the outline of the fish tank are done, and it's probably not too terrible. At least for the stuff that I can build, this is not too bad. Let's remove the scaffolding because we don't need it. Yeah, this is okay. Oh no, it is not okay. It doesn't connect correctly on that side. How do I do this? I guess this calcite stuff is not correct for the corners? Or should I just do boring stuff like that? I wanted to... not like that, but I wanted to avoid something like that. I wanted to avoid doing that. I wanted to have things in the corner, but maybe that's not possible. Maybe that should be... maybe the calcite have to be on the inside, and that will actually make sense visually. No, that's definitely not gonna work. I can already see that. Because I remove this. Yeah, that one doesn't make sense, but if it's here instead of the glass, maybe? Maybe? Today is watching a redstone man doing things with building, thinking that he knows anything. That actually is awful. Maybe because we're missing the stairs on the corners here, so let's add this and hope for the best. Yeah, okay. I think this is more acceptable than this. Yes, this is just boring, and this is slightly boring, but less horrible. Okay, let's do it like this then. And to pay for my sins of completely having forgotten that ice exists when building the glowing farm, I'm going to fill this entire tank with ice. I was about to say there we go, but something has gone wrong. Do we have any ghost blocks or what happened here? Why didn't this work? Okay, let's try this whole thing again. Oh, maybe it's the ice that melted naturally? No, that would be silly. There we go. Now it's completely full. All right, this is my fish tank, and thanks a lot for... No, I'm kidding. Oh no. Does sodium still have... Yes, there's still water rendering bugs on chunk borders. Oh, makes me so sad. Well, we'll have to live with it because I am not switching away from sodium unless a new version of Minecraft comes out where sodium doesn't exist. Now I need to fill this in. This was the easy part still. Of course it's the easy part. Come on, how hard could this be? There's also another little maintenance task that I have been neglecting a little bit here on the base island, and it is to set up the paths between all the new farms, because, well, I haven't been doing it. It's time to also fix that. Why am I getting so many blackstone blocks? I want more grass blocks. I think I just need to... So I am using a tool I developed a long time ago, over a year ago, or about a year ago, that I did for actually these puffs. And it's an auto hotkey script that places down the blocks. And I think I need to increase the chance of the grass blocks being placed down. Let's see if that worked. Well, that wasn't supposed to be a grass block. But let's see. Come on. Did it work? More grass? Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to know with random things. I'm actually gonna keep these blocks lower as well. I might need to go through all the old paths here and improve them a little bit with slabs here. So there's not walking into the wall like that. It's not that I'm walking a lot on this island, but it would look nicer. It's not just fish tank time today, it's some maintenance time as well. And of course, no path is complete without my fantastic water-powered street lamps. Ooh. There we go. Just add a few of those and the path is done. I still like the paths and the water-powered street lamps. After a year, I just enjoy this design. And guess what I found when I was strolling around the island to fix up some of the paths? I found, well... Oh, that was actually first attempt. I did find mycelium. Now I have to test, is the counter broken? Maybe the counter has just been lying to me all the time and the actual number is supposed to be 0. There should be a very easy way to test this. I don't know if I could place it in my base, but I can definitely place it here. Right, and now the counter should go up by 4. There we go. It definitely lit up, but nothing happened. I think my counter is broken. That's another thing that needs fixing. Interesting. Let's update it manually from the inside. I don't know what's badly connected there, but something definitely is. I think I figured it out. So something changed in Scarpet, and I needed to change the function that we're setting up the command blocks. Yeah, now they appeared. There were no command blocks here before, so there was nothing that the 7-segment displays could read, and now there is something. So the last number we were looking at was 158. Let's see what we got now. I could come out there. 191. Alright, so either the counter was just completely wrong and just some random value persisted in between the server restarts, or I've had mycelium spreading. I've had mycelium spreading, and I know exactly where the mycelium has been spreading. It hasn't actually been spreading. It was just me placing the mycelium to clear out my blast chamber. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It is... Ooh, let's not fall down there. It's definitely this stuff here. So if I remove this stuff, I wonder what the number is gonna be. Everything should be fine now. Let's update the counter again, and let's see if everything is correct now. Please be correct now, everything. Imagine that oh, there we go. 155, yes, I did remove 3 blocks. So the counter was not incorrect earlier. It was actually correct. I did remove 3 mycelium blocks when I was fixing up the paths, and now everything is right in the world again. It was just remembering some value from a long time ago before the Scarpet script broke, I guess. So, good. Let's go back to the fish tank. And I have done some things on the fish tanks. Yes, I have. I put in some corals, but now I realize that I made a mistake. The fish tank just has to reach the next floor. It's so obvious now that I have thought of it. Why didn't I do that? I just need to make it higher. Should be simple enough. Let's fix that. Let's maybe I shouldn't add more corals here. I did add kelp, but the kelp, as you can see here, this one doesn't grow more. I've been away from this place for a while, and the kelp stayed at this height, and this is a little bit too tall, so let's fix it up. And there is a way to fix kelp so it doesn't grow. Let's say I want this one to grow to maybe 4 high. Yes, that's what I want. So let's look at this one. If I look at it with MiniHUD, you can see a number up there. It says age 25. So a kelp only grows until it reaches age 25. So if I place this one, it says age 20. So now it will grow 5 blocks. So if I want it to grow 3 blocks, I need age 22. So I just keep replacing it until I reach the desired age. That's how you can fix your kelps so that... 23, 24, 25. Yeah, okay, perfect. That's what I want. So this one will grow 2 more blocks, and then it will stop and never grow again, and that's exactly what I want here. All right, let's fix the fish tank so it's all the way to the next floor, because that is obvious now that I have thought of it. And there. Okay, it is filled in. I think I'm gonna keep this as slabs on this layer. Yeah, that makes sense. It's still the floor of the next floor. The floor of the next floor. And I'm actually not gonna cover it up because I need to throw in fishes now. But I think this is looking good now. Now it's too tall and I probably need to make it wider. No, I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm gonna keep it like this, a little bit smallish. Mostly because I don't want this corner to end up too far. I don't want to make these platforms longer, which might be a mistake. This platform could go all the way to the big entry hole. No, I'm gonna keep it like this, so yeah, that's small enough and big enough at the same time. I think it's good. Now, do we add more, or do we just add fishes and call it a day? The sea pickles keep it a little bit lit up. Let's just turn off the gamma override, because when I'm talking about lights, I shouldn't have the gamma override on. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe a little bit more light in this corner, which I could do with some sea pickles. I think it's looking good now. Actually, the kelps maybe should be bigger. No, I'm gonna leave it because I'm overdoing it and I'm stuffing too much stuff in here, and it might be too much. But I've had an idea, and I don't know if I can pull off this idea because I have very little experience with these things. But I want to play around with the statues book, and I want to have. Maybe here? Yeah, it should be here. Bam. That's it. And now I need to figure out how to use the book on this thing without drowning first. Maybe I need a conduit in this area. Well, too late now. Can I check target? It is that one. Good. Okay. So at least that works. So, small stand. Maybe? Did that shrink the head of the guardian? Tiles, not small stand, so make it big again. Ah, yeah, that made the bigger Elder Guardian, and I think I want the Elder Guardian bigger, so let's not make a small stand. Stand visible. No. Probably have to move it somehow, and that includes more fiddling with the armor stand somehow. Let's figure it out. Alright, that was quite fun. The Guardians are looking okay. They could probably be greater, but they're good. That's fine. I had a little problem with placing this thing, though, and these things here, too, as well. Apparently, they have to float above the sand, because if I lower them by one step of whatever unit that step is, if I lower them by just one step, they somehow become invisible, or don't become invisible, they become just black, and I suppose that the lowest part of the block, if it touches a solid block, which the sand is, then it just makes it completely invisible or black. So they have to float a little bit over the ocean floor like that, and I don't think I can fix it. It's good. It's fine. I won't spend more time on that because I can probably spend 10 more hours trying to figure those things out. It's time to get the fish in. I'm just gonna do with the tropical fish first. I don't know if I'm gonna add the pufferfish or not, I will add the cod, because why not? Cod are not getting enough love, and they should be in my fish tank. So, is it just spam? How do I release fish? Oh, like that. It has to be on top of a block. That's silly. Oh, that was two fish that were exactly the same. And that was a different fish. I don't know if fish are the same. That was the cod. If fish, the tropical fish, are the same that I caught. I tried to catch different ones, but I don't know. That's a group of fish. Are they supposed to group up? I don't know. Well, we'll see. I have no idea how fish are supposed to work. This is the first time I'm actually releasing fish into the wild. Or, well, this is not particularly wild, and maybe this will be stupid. And maybe I will do the next stupid thing very soon, which will be to release an axolotl here, and it will eat all my fish. I have no idea. Do axolotls eat fish? I have no more fish, so this should be good. Can we see any fish? Are the fish doing anything? Hey, they are fish. And that's not enough. I will have to go and catch more fish. But now, the axolotl. Where did I hide my axolotl? I know I had an axolotl somewhere. It was in one of these chest monster chests. Or maybe I put it away in a good place. Unfortunately, well, there are many things that I define as a good place. There it is. This is one of the places where I dump things that I don't know where to put them. And that's a good place. That's where you usually put away your passport or other things that you don't use often, or maybe your keys to something that you only use once a year. Since it's in a good place, you can never find it again. Okay, we have an axolotl here. I'm gonna remove that block in case he decides to... He is killing all my fish! Yeah, okay. Well, no axolotl. No. Come on. Stupid thing. Yeah, he was killing my fish, so we cannot have an axolotl here. Well, today I learned that axolotls are eating my fish. Maybe I was just imagining things. Oh, definitely not. I was not imagining things. The axolotl was eating my fish. So, no axolotls. Do I have to make a fish tank for axolotls? An axolotl tank will be for another time. I'm not particularly impressed by axolotl cuteness. Oh, they're so cute, because everybody's going around and saying, oh, axolotls are cute. Like, yeah, okay. And they're eating my fish, so he doesn't deserve to be in this fish tank because, well, I kind of want to keep my fish. But that's enough for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a good fishing. Bye.